So let us see how to do it. So suppose if you look here, there are six trigonometric ratios: sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, and cot. Correct? And the angles which is given is 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree, which are the standard angles. So now we are having the six ratios and these angles. So how do we do that? Now the easiest trick what we can do is that first of all, like we can write, from for let us first calculate for sine. So for sine, what we can do for the first part, we can write as it is. Like we can write from 0 and go up till 4. Okay. So what we can do, we can write here first in case of sine, we can write for the first part, we can write, you can say 0, we can start, then we can go with 1, 2, 3, and 4. In that way, we will be moving forward. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, up till 4. Then we will divide throughout by 4. Okay, that is the trick that we need to remember. So we are dividing throughout by 4. Now let us try to solve it. 0 by, let us take the square root for each of the numbers. So once we take the square root, what do we get? So let us solve it. So 0 by 4 is 0, square root of 0 is 0, correct? Then again, next value if we see, square root of 1 by 4. So square root of 1 is 1 and square root of 4 is 2. So 1 by 2. So that is sine 30 is equal to how much? 1 by 2. Okay. The next we have is for sine 45. So what we can do is we can first of all divide. Okay. 2 by 4 is 1 by 2 and square root of 1 is 1 and square root of 2 is square root of 2 only. Then the other one is square root of 3 by 4. So square root of 3 is square root of 3 and square root of 4 is 2. Okay. Then at last we have square root of 4 by 4, which is equal to square root of 1 and square root of 1 is 1 only. Okay. So that way we have obtained the values for sine 0, sine 30, sine 45, sine 60 and sine 90. So remember what we have done is, okay, we have written first 0 up till 4, then we divided throughout by 4, we took the square root and got the result. Okay. Now in certain countries, like generally we have found that sine 45 is 1 by root 2, but in certain countries what do they do is they used to write root 2 by 2. How do they get that? They rationalize. That means 1 by root 2, they multiply up and above by root 2 by root 2, getting root 2 by 2. Okay, but the standard form is sine 45 is generally taken to be 1 by root 2. Then for cos, how do we get? We just write the results of sine in the reverse order. Like 1 has come, sine 90 in the extreme case, if you see, was 1, correct? So that will come in the first place of cos. So cos 0 is 1. Then again, next was root 3 by 2 in case of sine 60. So that will come in the second place of cos, root 3 by 2. Then 1 by root 2 will come directly as 1 by root 2 only. Okay, directly we are copying. So that we have to correlate. Then 1 by 2 of sine 30 will come in the second last of cos. Then again, sine 0, the first one will go into the last for cos. Okay. Then tan, we already know the formula. If you remember, how was tan defined or tangent defined? Tan is equal to sine by cos. Okay. So if you look here, let's say for the first part, sine is 0 and cos is 1. So 0 by 1 is how much? 0, isn't it? Okay, if you look here, sine 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1. So 0 by 1 is equal to how much? 0. So that's it. The next is sine 30 is half and cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So 2 will get cancelled. If we divide 1 by other, it will be 1 by root 3. Similarly, for 45, it is sine 45 is 1 by root 2, cos 45 is 1 by root 2. So we get 1. Tan 60 is root 3. How do we get that? So let us check quickly. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2 divided by cos 60 is how much? 1 by 2. So 2 will get cancelled and we get root 3 by 1, which is equal to root 3. Then next one, this is the most important part that we have to know. Sine is 1 and cos is 0. So 1 by 0 is how much? Undetermined or not defined, or infinite also we write. So anything by 0 is not defined, okay, or infinite. So that is the symbol that we have used for representation. All right. So you can remember also in that way, you can make a note. Okay. So yes, these things you must already know that sine 90 is reverse of cosec. Okay, so and if you are multiplying the reciprocal of the trigonometric ratio, we get as 1. Okay, then cosec is just the reverse. So sine 0 was 0, so cosec is 1 by sine, so 1 by 0, which is infinite. Then sine 30 was 1 by 2. So cosec 30 will be 2 because 1 by 2 reverse of that will be 2 by 1. Similarly, cosec 45 root 2, cosec 60 will be 2 by root 3 and cosec 90 will be 1. Okay. So that way we are taking the reverse only. Okay. Then sec is what? Reverse of cos. If cosec was reverse of sine, correct? Then sec will be reverse of cos. Okay. So you map it then. So sec is reverse of cos, so 1 by 1, which is 1 only. Then this is the reverse of this is 2 by root 3, isn't it? Then reverse of this one is root 2 by 1, so root 2. Then reverse of 60 is 2 by 1, which is 2. And reverse of this, so how do we write 1 by 0, which is undefined because we had zeros, that means 0 by 1. So the reverse of 0 by 1 is 1 by 0, and anything divided by 0 is undefined. Then for cot also, it is a reciprocal of tan. So we are just substituting the values as it is. Okay, so mapping. The last part we have what? Infinity. That means what? 1 by infinity, which is also equal to 0. So you need to remember that. Okay. Suppose x by 0 is infinity. So if we have x by infinity, then it will be equal to 0. So that's all we have for the table. So you can look through once again how we have done it. It's quite simpler to understand. The look through, I think this will be very helpful for the students community. And anything you want to ask questions, you can drop it down and we will be coming soon with the exercises of CBSE 10th level. Thank you.